faker. I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Gayest and Greatest Secrets Tavern this side of Limsa Laminsa, the Queer Buccaneer. It is Wednesday night. There is fireworks. The sky is exploding because it's the 5th of November. But y'all are here. There will be no fireworks here. I don't have that button anymore. And we're just gonna have a chill one. We're gonna do another one of these logo speedrun doodahs that I really quite like doing. And yeah, how are you all doing? I've been I've been doing marketing today, which is not my favorite thing to do, but it's one of those things that I have to do. This art stream better be very audio based as I use you as my car radio. Well, I unfortunately, it's not going to be audio based at all because we're going to start as we always do with the minute cryptic, and then going to go into spinning the big old wheel. We do enjoy spinning a big old wheel. If you've never been to one of these streams before, I have this big wheel that I will show you in a moment. I have a big wheel with a whole bunch of fictional companies, brands from like video games, TV shows, movies, stuff like Wayland Yutani, stuff like I do kind of never shut the fuck up. That's fair. You notice how I'm with the account? I did notice that your username had changed. Yeah, what is you never get any context with me. I just yap. I just gotta yap. The thing is, like, why would I start streaming if I just want to yap all the time, you know? I'm just a big old yapper. But yeah, so we have this big wheel full of all sorts of companies, things like Wild Pines Group from Disco Elysium. We have Wayland Yutani, we have Umbrella, we have Capsule Corp, all the fake companies that you see in all your TV shows and movies and whatnot. Wherever the wheel ends, wherever the wheel lands, we will rebrand that company. I've been put back into my Halloween costume. I did all of Poppy's playtime in this, and I'm going to now remind you all that you can put things on the wheel. If you would like to put something on the wheel, we have a redeem for that. All you need to do to put things on the wheel is redeem the thing, and it will automatically get put on the wheel. To be clear, I'm not driving yet. That's good. I hope that you're not Twitch chatting and driving. That's not something that you want to, that's not a combination you want to do. But yeah, if you would like to add something to the wheel, if you have a game with a brand in it that you want to see redone, or just, you know, YouTube is on there because somebody thought, hey, YouTube needs a new logo. Fuck you. Here is your opportunity. I've genuinely never Twitch chat and drove before because I can't drive. Some merch. Don't Twitch chat and drive. Don't Twitch chat drive, because especially not on my channel, because if you die in a car crash and my Twitch channel is on your phone, that's gonna look bad on me. And I don't want you to die in a car crash, and two, I don't want your death to look bad on me because you were watching me on stream at the time. That's a bad idea, that is. Also, as you may have noticed in the title, today we are allowed a little bit of hope. Because yeah, I don't want my face all over the local news. Well, it would be my VTuber's face. I don't want my VTuber's face all over the local news. Did you cause this? Did you cause this free car pileup with your Twitch stream? I know. I was just making a logo for Pegasus's company from Yu-Gi-Oh. That's all it is. I was just doing a Joja Corp. Oh, the tits are out again. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the newspapers. No! Don't write in the paper that I say Twitch chat and drive. Don't write in the papers that I say Twitch chat and drive. The titties. Yeah, this is the version that they're gonna put on in the news. It's like those evil transgenders are telling our kids to Twitch chat and drive. Yeah, that's how it'll go. That's how I'll end up back in. I'll end up with my being talked about on fucking GB News again. But once again for something I didn't do. God. No wonder he crashed. Look at the size. He thought the airbags are already deployed. You see where the mistake came in. Hannah, I've told you this story. I think I've told this story on stream before. A couple of years ago, me and a couple of friends were putting on a comedy show at Leicester Comedy Festival, and there was another comedian on the same bill. There was another comedian on the same bill under the same promoter who the day before her show and the day of our show came out and said, I am quitting comedy because of all of the transgenders. So we decided that we didn't want to do our show because it was on the same bill as her show, and we didn't want to be under the same promoter as her. So we called the promoter and said, we're cancelling our show because I don't want to be on the same bill as that. To which the promoter said, no, don't worry, we're cancelling her show. And she took that very well. She went on GB News and all of the other assorted bollocks. Talk TV, I think, was a thing. I wasn't sure if that was a thing at the time. But she did all of the right-wing talk circuits. Graham Linehan tweeted about it for a couple of hours. It was kind of hellish. We had to impromptu beef up security at the venue on the night because we did actually do our show, because if her show was cancelled, then we didn't have a reason to cancel ours. She accused us of cancelling her, and I'm like, no, we cancelled ourselves. The promoter cancelled you, and also you'd sold like 4 tickets, and we sold out the show. So that was fun. I joke when it was kicking off, I jokingly said, if she gets on GB News for this and I don't even make it as a guest on Trash Future, I'll be very upset. She got on GB News and I never got on Trash Future. So that was sad. But the show was our show was very good. I must say, our show was very good. And that's my that's why I don't want to be talked about on GB News again for my fat tits causing car crashes. So on a completely unrelated note, I posted a thing on she also like endangered audiences, which is a whole ass thing. On a sort of unrelated but also funny note with interacting with the public, I posted a thing on Instagram, on my company Instagram. I posted a thing about Mamdani, because Mamdani won the New York mayoral election, which is why we're allowed a little bit of hope today. Maybe all isn't lost. Mamdani won the mayoral election, so I made this thing for work socials, which are the worst kind of socials. I made this thing where I've said, like, basically he had the best campaign visuals, like campaign visual identity, campaign branding, campaign logos. He had the best that I have ever seen, or at the very least the best I've seen since 2018 with AOC's stuff. And I just made a quick video about it, put it up on Instagram, and one of the comments was like, I'll read you the comment because it's quite funny. Congrats on your elite leader. And people have trouble placing my accent quite often, but I don't sound like a New Yorker, right? I'm definitely not a New Yorker. So I responded with that. I just responded with, Lamau, do you think I'm a New Yorker? To which he responded twice. As if your current situation is different, Brit. With a capitalized B, as if it's a slur. Which, to be fair, it kind of should be. And to that, I could only respond with, dude, do you think that Keir Starmer is similar at all to Zoran Mamdani? Also, this video is about design. What? People are being very normal. People are being so cool and normal. So if you happen to follow my work Instagram, which is instagram.com/mxedenmw, please leave a normal comment. Please leave a normal comment on that video. Because that's the only comment right now. And I would like some normal interaction on a video that's about fucking logos. Yeah, also he's a 33-year-old Muslim American immigrant. Totally elite. You saw Hot Commie Summer. I made Hot Commie Summer like months and months ago, and like I saw he won, and I was like, I gotta bring that back around. Gotta bring Hot Commie Summer back around. For those of you that haven't seen Hot Commie Summer, let's grab Hot Commie Summer. For those that are not familiar with the this article, Zora Mamdani Shockwin has Wall Street fretting over Hot Commie Summer. So I took the phrase Hot Commie Summer. I was like, well, I'm running with that, and I made Hot Commie Summer as like a retro T-shirt thing. And I'm like, I'd vote for that. I'd wear that. I think he should have adopted that as his campaign slogan. You know, it's now. Yeah, I also like if I knew the election was in fucking November, I wouldn't have called it Hot Commie Summer if I was them. It's now like Toasty Commie Winter. Should we do something? Should we do something and not just talk shit? Let's do the Minute Cryptic, shall we? So if you're not familiar with the Minute Cryptic, we start the stream with the Minute Cryptic now because I enjoyed the Minute Cryptic, and I thought we could all enjoy it together. So today's clue is tap, spade, over, ground. 9 letters. So the first thing you want to do with these is go, where's your anagram indicator? Because every fucking word can be an anagram indicator now. My first instinct is like, does tap mean we turn everything sideways? But no, these clues aren't written by fucking card game nerds. Is ground an anagram indicator for like the word is being ground up? If that's an anagram indicator, I'm going to be real mad. But if that is the anagram indicator, are we anagramming spade over? That's the right amount of letters, isn't it? So we need to anagram spade over to be one word that means tap. Yep, midnight. We love the midnight. Zach turned me onto the midnight. He's a big fan. And they're all like free to put on stream, which is great. Tap. So like we've got spade over, we've got a lot of vowels there. Spread. We've got spread. I don't know. The V is what's tripping me up here. Because the V is going to be the hard letter to. And then we've got what? R, V, and O. No, we've used the R. OVE. Spread of. If I have the money, can you make a Hot Commie Summer t-shirt for my universal credit application in February? Sure, I'll do that for you. What is the word that means tap? Like, are we talking like tap as in like a spigot? Or tap as in like tapping, you know, like this. This one's hard. I don't like this one. The others I got real quick, you know? I don't want to use a hint. I don't want to use hints because hints are cheating. No. I'm just typing letters. This ain't the wheel. We're doing the minute cryptic then. Keep up. We do the minute cryptic at the start of the stream today. We do the minute cryptic at the start of streams now. So we need to, I think we need to anagram this into a word that means tap. This is also a kind of art. Watch a pirate suffer over an anagram. Do I need to like write this down with a fucking pen and paper? Do I need to get up a notepad? Spadeover. If y'all are allowed to help also, because I am bad at these. Gross. Don't give me a pop-up, just make the text bigger. What can we do with spade over? I'm not very good at anagrams, which is not great for doing cryptic crosswords. I'm not fantastic at anagrams, which is really hard. But I like the idea of doing a cryptic crossword. One day I'll do the whole fucking. One day I'll do the whole fucking thing. Right. We need to. Right. If I use some of these hard letters, we've got. Let's just write drop. I don't know, drop. And like tap, drop. You haven't missed the cryptic. We're still doing the cryptic. Tap, spade, over, ground. We're still in there. Okay, no, go with me, go with me. I see it. I see the vision. Because it's not tap as in like, and it's not tap as in spigot, and it's not tap as in turn sideways in Magic the Gathering. It's tap as in listen in, because it's eavesdrop. Yo! We literally just got it. Yeah. I feel so fucking smart. God. There's nothing like struggling with an anagram to make you feel really smart when you get it. Should we spin the wheel now? People are impatient for the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. Where's my wheel? My wheel. Please wheel. Apparently we're doing... where was the actual wheel, though? We didn't see a spin. I'm going to redo that, because we didn't see a spin. Hold up one moment. I need to figure out how my wheel is broken. Did y'all see the wheel pop up and spin? Okay, so you are seeing the wheel. We are doing Vault Tech. Fuck you, I took your wheel. Okay. Do you want to see the wheel, or do we want to do Vault Tech? We can do it. I'm happy sticking with Vault Tech if y'all are happy with Vault Tech. But the spinning of the wheel is half of the fun part. I think it's because I was in studio mode, and studio mode's a bit shit. But yeah, let's do Vault Tech. Spin it again. We'll spin it again. Go. Ooh. Majima Construction. That's also quite a fun one. That's also a good one. Majima Construction. Spelt wrong. Majima Construction. Majima Construction. That's a fun one. Right, let's start. Majima Construction. Let's whack this up. And let's hit go. Majima Construction. Okay, so unfortunately. Wait, hold the fucking phone. I'm going on a tangent already. Because Company's House has a company registered under Majima Construction? Majima Construction is real? That's fun. Majima Construction is real. I wonder if, like, okay, like there was a YouTuber who incorporated their company as Aperture Science just because it was available. Majima Construction Harrogate branch. Well, you learn something new every day. Who knew that Majima Construction has extended into Harrogate? If under the people, Robin Trigoso, that's not. Majima really do be. They don't call it Majima some places. They call it Majima everywhere. Anyway, Majima Construction. So Majima Construction formed soon after Majima's departure from the Tojo clan. The construction company started its operation constructing a superblock at the northern part of Kamurocho, known as Kamurocho Hills, on a plot of land that was formerly a large public park, which Majima purchased earlier that year. Despite appearing to be a legitimate business, the company served as a front organization for Majima's continued criminal activities, with many of its members being former members of the Majima family. The construction project in the former site of West Park allowed Majima to operate Purgatory after the Florist of Sai abandoned it to work for the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. And this is an absolutely fucking wild story if you know anything about Japanese wrestling. In Yakuza Kiwami 2, they were under constant threat by Keiji Muto, the Great Muta. They were under constant threat by Keiji Muto, the Great Muta, Masahiro Chono, the leader of the color gangs, and a trio of real estate kingpins known as the Three Musketeers. Though they include people like fucking Satoshi Kojima, Kazuchika Okada, like some of the greatest Japanese wrestlers of all time. In the world of Yakuza, not only do they exist, they exist, have given up wrestling, have become real estate people, and want to fight Majima. Yakuza's so silly. Look, fucking Kazuchika Okada. The fucking greatest wrestler in the world, Kazuchika Okada. You can just make him your employee. Silly stuff. Anyway, this is nobody here cares about wrestling except me. This is the Majima Construction as we know it. They build shit. That's all they do. They hire buff dudes and tough guys, and they build shit. Work includes construction and occasional head busting, but we pay pretty well. We welcome employees from all walks of life. No experience required. We build shit. And yeah, their current logo is just the Majima symbol in a circle. What a construction logo is usually look like, I feel like they're pretty varied. Construction company logo. Or just construction companies. I can't think of any construction companies, which is going to be exciting. Okay, so here's your big ones. You got is that looks like Redmi? It kind of looks like Redmi's logo. Is it Redmi that I'm thinking of? Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? They just stole Redmi's logo. They just flipped it. They just stole it and flipped it. Lame. So here's your big ones, and then here's your like big American ones. You've got Scanscar. They're the Scar construction company. All of these kind of suck. But we're getting off track. We're in research right now. We need to mood board later. I will grab this image though. And drop it here. So they kind of just exist as a front. They did successfully build Kamurocho Hills, which is a big, huge construction site. Second tallest building in Kamurocho behind the Millennium Tower. It's like they are successful. Eventually, it takes them like all the way through to the end of Yakuza 5 to actually finish Kamurocho Hills, which I think is really cool, honestly, because it makes the city continuously evolve. Yakuza 0. Shall we look at this discussion of Yakuza 0? They might say a slur. But yeah. In 2007, due to the events of the previous year, Kamurocho Hill's construction was cancelled. The semi-constructed skeleton was pulled down in the intervening 2 years. In Yakuza 3, what was a Kamurocho Hill construction site is now a concrete pad. Purgatory is only mainly permanent construction, and the name West Park also made a return. But yeah, so there's not really a lot to go on, honestly, because they're not really a construction company. They're a front for other stuff. They're just a front for crime. So I don't. It kind of gives us free reign. And again, looking at, so I think that might be the end of the research period. Let's go into mood boarding. So we grab this. And for some reason my laptop's been running really slow, which sucks. Let's grab this. Save this. And then, where's my go? But yeah, so we'll grab this, which is big construction company logos, and there was another one as well. So just so we have a nice spread of construction company logos, because I couldn't name you construction companies. If you fucking held a gun to my head, it's not an avenue that I am familiar with. There's some overlap with this and the other set, but I'll grab this as well. It's just something I've never worked in. That's the same picture. What am I doing? That's the same picture twice. There's the other one. Also, you know how we mentioned this last week, the BP doing everything in lowercase, trying to look all cute. I actually wrote an article about that in my newsletter, which is again another work thing. And because PepsiCo have rebranded and they're trying to do that as well. It's something I'm trying to coin the term nice washing. They are just trying to appear like a small bean, a little guy, you know. And I'm coining the term nice washing. I don't know if y'all have seen the new PepsiCo logo. It's wank. PepsiCo new logo, like it's I would like to hear your opinions on it. Yeah, we're doing MAJIMA construction today. But a brief interlude for look at this new PepsiCo logo. It's garbage. Like here's the full timeline of PepsiCo. But this is their new logo. It's nice washing. They're trying to make you think they're just a little guy. They're just a small bean. And not, you know, the biggest fucking food company in the world. Somebody said it looks like a diaper company. And yeah. Diaper company, laundry detergent, baby wipes. Something like that, you know? But yeah, it's just a side tangent. Because we don't do enough of those. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can. I have so much open. Please be nice. For some reason I'm getting a lot of like rendering lag, which is not good. But it should be fine. It should be fine. Meadow, Sweet, and Magic, welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the MAJIMA Construction rebrand. We should probably just get the MAJIMA Construction logo, which is for some reason not on the wiki. And then maybe some like MAJIMA stuff. So that's not really the logo, but I'll grab it because the MAJIMA Construction is just kind of the MAJIMA family logo. Because again, it's kind of a front. It's not a real company. It's just kind of a front. So we'll grab this while we're here. And then, where's my downloads? The wiki is very selective. Some would say the wiki sucks. I would say the wiki sucks. Is it because it's a fandom wiki? Ponytail or Extreme Undercut? It's Extreme Undercut. It's Extreme Undercut MAJIMA. Because he only founds MAJIMA Construction in 2. So it's Extreme Undercut. And not only is it Extreme Undercut, it's Extreme Undercut with a helmet on top, so it looks bold. I don't want to go on the talk page. Fuck off. Fuck off, fandom wiki. They have individual item pages for some stuff. It's inconsistent. Like, it's baffling to me that the Yakuza franchise and Yakuza and Final Fantasy 14 specifically, both absolutely massive franchises, both have really shit wikis. And both of them have the kind of fan base that would be great at building a wiki. By that I mean autistic people. I don't understand why they're both so bad. Anyway, MAJIMA Construction. We should get some MAJIMA tattoo reference in there, because if it's a MAJIMA thing, it should probably have. I love that somebody is selling full body MAJIMA tempore tattoos. That's insane. The Yakuza fans are all too busy being cool and running legitimate. I spend a lot of my time being cool and running a legitimate business. I wish more of the icons of Yakuza games were on Sprite as a resource, but they aren't. Again, you'd think they'd have that, but alas, I remember when I made the wet kitchen tote bag that I originally just made for Hannah in chat's birthday, and then started selling on my Etsy shop. I to get the good shot of the wet kitchen logo, I had to boot up Judgment, which is a Yakuza spin-off game. I had to boot up Judgment, go into drone mode, and fly the drone up to the wet kitchen logo, grab a screenshot, because nobody else had thought to do that. So it just wasn't on the wiki. Anyway, let's grab this. image. Just 'cause it's got the tattoos and we like the tattoos. There might be something we can pull from the tattoos. Because the tattoos are a big deal, obviously a big deal for Majima's character. So if we can establish some of that in the logo for the construction company, I feel like he'd like that. This is a very high stakes job, because if we do this job poorly, Majima may crush all of our skulls with a baseball bat. And you're all liable. You're all liable for this as well. You're all part of this company. Though yesterday I desperately tried to find a reference to one of the bottles. I had to boot up one of the games to the shop. So again, that's insane. Dare I ask what bottle was it that you needed the reference for? Like, we have so much stuff has been like convenienced up, except the things that I care about, which is like a wiki for Yakuza. Like, Final Fantasy 14 is like spread across four disparate wikis, none of them very good. It's insane. Can you guys think of anything else that we would need to pull in for? Let's get a nice picture of Majima. Let's get a nice Majima. XIV's wiki situation. Yeah, it's like 3-4 disparate wikis. Let's grab this. Let's grab a nice picture of Majima. I don't know why, for some reason, my laptop's being a big old dickhole today. What also might be a good idea to grab is it's a bit of a bitter memory for old Majima. It's from Fantasy Life, which is my favorite game. Fantasy Life luckily has the same items in it. That's good. Can I get a logo for the Cabaret Grand? Because that's a real Majima hotspot. That's like the birth of Majima as we know it. Cabaret Grand. No, you can't just have the Cabaret Grand logo. I mean, that's... Surely you want the other nightclubs. Okay, but, and this is minor spoilers, Cabaret Grand is the only one that is referenced in Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So I think it's one that he looks back on fondly. Like, obviously not being forced to manage it, but I think he did actually enjoy managing it, even if he was forced to do it, because it's the only one that you can buy sightings for in Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. It's what I sailed around in. I sailed around in a pirate ship that looks like the Cabaret Grand. Thank you, Tenkoberry. I shall hydrate. There, is that it? There it is. I'll take that. Oh yeah, the Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, like, ship customization and clothing customization, both absolutely banging. Like, some of, like, I know there was a little bit of character customization in The Man Who Erased His Name, but it takes another level in... it goes up another fucking level for Pirate Yakuza. They kill it. They absolutely kill it. So I think we need to write. We need to do our written brief. Kona, welcome. Another bottle-related thing went through aforementioned Bad Yakuza Wiki's picture collection for food and drink items. Yeah, real-ass Boss Coffee, Glenfiddich whiskey. Like, they've got a lot of Japanese whiskeys, but Glenfiddich is the one that I recognize. Glenfiddich, I think they do have Jack Daniels in one of them, which is insane. There's a lot of drinks product placement in those games, which I don't know how the money situation went there, but yeah, Jack Daniels sucks. I'm not a whiskey guy, but I know Jack Daniels sucks. Glenfiddich, maybe tell me, that's insane. Kona, we are doing Majima construction today. Their logo is kind of this. It's kind of this. It's another company that doesn't really have a logo. Majima family. Also, let me know if as usual, let me know if the audio is okay. Uncle's Nearest is the better Tennessee whiskey and it's minority. That's good. We like a minority owned. I'm not a big whiskey drinker. Majima family crest. That's something we should grab as well. None these Majima family crest pins are bad. They're bad quality. Mine's better. Don't imagine Majima's logo designer, so it makes sense. That's true. No logo in this. Right? Fucking brother of Anubis. Welcome. I've noticed it a lot. Like there are for a company like Yoink. You think we should yoink the bad shit? Like it's not a bad ship. I'll be honest. But yeah, for a company like RGG Studios that very much, and I know I use this word a lot recently, very much pushes the verisimilitude of their games. So as we were just saying, they use real ass drinks like Japanese whiskeys, like Glenfiddich, like fucking Red Bull and Boss Coffee. For them to neglect to give one of their in-world companies a logo is insane to me. I don't understand how they did it or why they did it. But yeah, let's go. Let's do our write-up. So Majima construction, and again, this is high stakes. It's high stakes because if we do it bad, he will kill us. And everyone in chat is a employee of Queer Buccaneer Design Studios. So you're all on the hook for this if it's bad. Majima will kill us all. I think the first thing he would want it to look is badass. I think he wants it to look cool. So we need to discern what his version of cool is. We can't. How am I gonna give him a little kissy if we fuck it up, right? So we want to do building. Put an excavator. Badass building. So like, their tagline is "We build shit." They are very upfront. So it's very casual. Sharp corners or traditionally. Okay. Here's the thing. We want to get it. It's not the Yakuza, because he creates magical construction when he leaves the Tojo clan. He's trying to not be, and also it's his front company for doing some non-organized crime, some chaotic crime. He's a man that likes doing things, something that really reads, yeah, we're doing shit, like no nonsense. I think we want something relatively simple, relatively no nonsense, but also like not. It's got to be not to the Yakuza. So I think it can incorporate like bits of his tattoo, like maybe the snake or maybe even the Hania. But I think he's not I don't think he's a crowbar kind of guy. He's a baseball bat kind of guy. I don't think he's used a crowbar. I think somebody with a crowbar beat him up once. So probably doesn't like crowbars all that much. So I'm gonna whack no nonsense on there. Simple, to the point, get shit done. He does know how to breakdance. He's not pro bar crowbar. He's anti bar. Yeah, badge. I don't think mascot. Mostly because I'm bad at drawing mascots. Badge or combo logo is I think the way forward. Badge might be the way forward. What are his thoughts? He's probably pro jackhammer. Again, if I were to do a big old, if I were to do a big old mascot, like a simplified Hania, badge plus word model, yeah, badge plus word model, badge comes first. I think it's better. And if we look at like the logos, like the logo that's on his hat, I think it might need to incorporate this symbol. Not the whole crest, but maybe the symbol. Even if just in a simplified way. The eye patch, or maybe just the snake on the eye patch would be interesting. Stop trying to... Look, let them cook. I'm pro eye patch. I think eye patches are pretty cool too. Super, some might say. I think that might be all of our snakes. Snakes as well. Jackhammer, but the cord is a snake. That's so much. That's so much. Yeah, we're not making eye patches happen. Eye patches are just are. Eye patches just are. just being okay. You're allowed to just be a cretin. Cretining is allowed. A snake with an apple going free yourself from shoddy construction practices, Eve. This has been made in some sort of garden of some variety. Who's to know what kind? Right, let's go into the get the shit out phase, also known as ideating. Here is where we get the shit out. No idea is a bad idea. We're just getting all the shit ideas out. So what if we simplified the Majima symbol? I was trying to find the Japanese name for the very specific furniture shape thing about it. I am no help there. I do not know the Japanese. What if we like super simplified, modernized the Majima symbol, or would he hate that? He might hate that. I do kind of like the idea of stealing the shape. So luckily for everyone, oh no, it's on my hard drive and my hard drive isn't in currently. I do have this very shape as an SVG that I recreated to make pins out of. Does it look like 3 jackhammers? What does a jackhammer look like? What is... Okay, that's not what a jackhammer looks like. That's not what a jackhammer looks like. Right, okay, I've got an idea. This is the Majima family symbol. What if we make... Now it looks like office buildings. Now it looks like office buildings. Do you see the vision? I think inverted Majima. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Can I be real with you? I don't know that song. I only know the Weird Al polka parody of Sledgehammer. It does kind of look like the folding screens, but we can make it more building-y. Modesty screens, I believe they're called. Modesty screens. Yosegi. Yosegi. Oh, that's fancy. That's very fancy. These are like puzzle box thingies. Somebody changing into a construction box. Into a construction vest. It is fancy, but it is simple shapes. I see your vision. I do want to try... Can I make the Majima symbol... Can I make the inverted Majima crest look like office buildings? Because... Like, what's more getting out of the Yakuza than flipping it on its head? I don't know what to tell you. That doesn't look like that. Where am I? There I am. Right. Invert, subversion, other such words. So it will be off center. Actually, we can make it on center by, and now flippity squippity. No, we want the whole shape, not just those points, please. I would like the whole shape. Yes, the outer shapes are a pair of office buildings. And the middle shape is also an office building. Like, it needs tweaking, but I think there might be something here. Right, can I get these 2 points? Can I average these 2 points, please? Path average. Thank you. And now do the same thing down here. Get the average of these 2 points. Path points things. Actually, now we can just merge these into one shape. So that, okay, if we now... You mentioned the Hania mask. I did say Hania mask earlier. If I now like put a flat border on each of these, not a flat border, a flat. If you squint, really squint, it's Robotnik's Tash. Right now, you're just being silly. If we. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to basically make a plinth for these to sit on. So I need this, and I need that to flip over there. Copy. And then, I'll be honest, I'm kind of digging this already. It's out there, but I think it does have merit. It'd be interesting that he's got a Hania mask tattoo because they're supposed to represent women that like overcome with jealousy to the point of rage. I couldn't tell you what they're supposed to represent. There is also probably a reason that he has it, but the problem with Yakuza is, as you may have learned, it is so much game that that sometimes you just kind of forget what things are, because there's a lot going on. Outer Wilds is a game that I have tried over and over again to like. I know that this game is for me. I know there's a game for me in there. But I keep bouncing off it. And I don't know what it is about the game. But something in there just goes, nah, this ain't for you. This ain't clicking. This ain't for you. And I hate that. Because I want to love the game. You also, yes, don't choose the subject of the back tattoo. That, okay, with the street, I kind of like it less. That's hard as long when you have people encouraging I know I'm also just not good at it, which is a hindrance. I know it's not really a game that you can quote unquote be bad at because it's exploration, but I am bad at it. I am really bad at it. I crash into shit. I'm just bad at flying. I wish I could, because if I could fly it, if I could fly it, I could like explore the shit better, and you know, being bad at flying is part of the Outlawed spirits. I mean, you're probably right, but at the same time, doesn't make it more enjoyable. We're sticking with the black and gold. We're sticking with the black and gold because that is very Majima. And I don't think we'll get more Majima than the black and gold, you dig? So... or maybe we go back to the inversion. We go back to the inversion and make it like, well, like the base magical construction uses green, which is exciting. Locksmith. The locksmith's here. Like the magical construction poster is yellow and green, which is a fun little. Thank you for that. Fun little inversion on the black and gold. Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad color. We want the green. Give me the green. Have the skeletons. Transmaskjima. I will not read Majima as anything but transmask. It just works. Like, I'll say it before, I'll say it again. Those tattoos stop just shy of his top surgery scars. I mean, coincidence? Unlikely. The more I look at this, the less I like it. And I don't know if I should abandon it. Try something else. Stop saying jackhands. Stop saying jackhammers. You can't just say jackhammers. Maybe snake. Maybe there's something to be done with this snake shape. Because I can't quite pinpoint what it is. But there is something to this snake shape. So the perspective needs to stop, go out at the top and then in at the bottom. The green feels like jewelry. I get that. Like this crest with the Majima iconography removed. It is pretty bang on. Like with the Majima iconography removed, it looks a little bit like Power Rangers, you know? Snakes with hats. Snakes with hats. Snakes with hats. The crest does have a lot of downward motion, which is why, again, inverting it gives you a nice construction company because it's upwards motion, which is, you know, construction. Let's try something which may or may not work. And it's kind of all dependent on how much I know. Perspective, which is not a lot, I will emphasize. Maybe just the center pillar, maybe. Sleeping gonna go nap. Keep the Transmask Jimma dream. We will never let the Transmask Jimma dream die. Blend options. There we go. Give me slightly less of these. And then expand. And then let's go into this group. No, not that. We want to go into the group, please. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. See, it is just kind of recreating these lines, but in a more geometrically pleasing way. What does Majima Construction even build? Like, it says it right over here. Shit. It says it right over there. They build shit. They build buildings. In all honesty, they build buildings. They built a whole ass. They built a whole ass tower block. What if? I'm listening. What you got? Oh, I kind of like that a lot more. Splitting it. Kind of dig it. What you got? You can't just say what if and then leave me on a cliffhanger like that. Let's futz with this green a bit. What if the 3 sections were the buildings at 3 different stages of construction? I'm listening. I'm apprehensive, but I'm listening. Is that like a trio of Beyonders looming over me? But it does it not kind of look like big buildings? I'm going for big buildings. We can... That might be better. I know this isn't how perspective is supposed to work, but I kind of dig this. I keep saying that's not how perspective is supposed to work, as if I've ever cared. If it looks good, it looks good. And I will maintain that. Until the day I die. This is a bit of a banger tune, isn't it? It's an absolute banger track. Yeah, do the same thing that I did on the other. Do the same thing I did on the other shape, which is do some blending. It is the pirate way. You're so right. Hit these up with a blend. Now I want to make the blend. I really need to learn the keyboard shortcuts, but I just never have. Make the blend. Control Alt Shift B. Thank you. Like one's short, that'll be foundation, one's foundation and frame, then one's completes building with like multiple rows. Okay. I really like where your head is at. However, for logos, I am team simpler logo. I think a logo needs to be simple to sort of be fit for purpose. But I like where your head's at. I do like where your head's at. These, I fear that these stripes might be a bit much. Is this giving building now? Is this giving building yet? Was it ever giving building? Maybe it needs a little antenna at the top. Genuinely, maybe it does. What if we grab this? Like that's nothing, isn't it? That's definitely nothing. That's definitely nothing. I don't. I'm just sort of throwing shit at the wall right now. I'm going for like dominating the skyline kind of thing. I know there's a way to make it geometrically simple. Yeah, like the frame bit is the bit that we would have trouble with. We could even make a copy of that. Do it a third time. Which might be putting a hat on a hat, which, you know me, I would never put a hat on a hat. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Does look a little bit like ship-like, which he does become a pirate. You know, he does become a pirate. They build skyscrapers. They build skyscrapers. That's I don't like this might be the one. It is foreshadowing his pirate ways. Okay, do we get rid of the lines? No, the lines need to be there. The lines are adding something. I don't quite know what the lines are adding, but the lines are adding something. Yeah, we need the circle. The circle does need to come back. I was considering maybe a half circle of text. But yeah, the circle needs bringing back. Ooh. I quite like that as placement. Maybe a little bit lower. Cut this ugly bit off. We can cut this ugly bit off. Like, move the lines, but add something else. That'd be slay. Really read like a monolithic skyscraper scripture. These corners are bugging me, but we can cut them off. At some point, we can cut those off. Don't worry about it. I am going to continue working on this in a expanded way so that I can cut some edges off. Right, let's colour you back in the lovely green. See, with the thing cut off at the bottom, I kind of dig it. I'm not construction brained enough for this. I just have pictures of jackhammers. You've jackhammered yourself too hard. It happens to us all. I get it. I mean, I'm happy to call this maybe not final idea, but I'm happy to like rush forward with this idea. You were jacking it a bit too hard. This of all months. I'm gonna save because we remember to save now, especially with the PC being a bit funky. Where am I going? I'm going in wheel is where we save it. MAJIMA construction. Go into this group. And in this group, we've got a bunch of shit. So we need to destroy some of this shit. Get rid of that. We don't need that. What part of... What part of the shapes are you? Come on, Fred. Look at that fucking hideous mess of shapes. Of just things crossing things. Oh, I know what I've done. I expanded, but I didn't expand, you know? I did a big dumb. I can get rid of that. And... let's regroup that. Let's expand appearance. Let's expand again. Let's go into the group. Let's just clean up those corners. Clean up your corners. Chop this bottom off. You gotta cut its ass off. And, like... think about it, the middle is just a really complex version of the character in the OG Crest. It kind of is. It kind of is. I've captured a little bit of that. Captured a little bit of this on the side of the buildings, which I think he'd appreciate. I just like, I don't think this is as strong as last week's, but I do really like this one. I think it's a banger. Like, it's not as strong a banger as Wild Pines. I think we killed with Wild Pines. But at this early stage, I'm happy to call this a final idea. We should always ask if Kiryu would like this. I think if Kiryu saw this, he would say that's rad. Being a very intellectual big business boy, he would say that's rad. And that's all we can ask for, truly. If Kiryu said that's rad to something I had made, that'd be my life completed. I could fizzle out there and it would be a success. But yeah, when I started doing these on stream, and I've mentioned how I was always really nervous to do these, and I still kind of am. When I started doing these on stream, I did not anticipate, honestly, there being any appetite for watching this kind of thing, because, and I think I've mentioned this before. I've been put in a position quite often where I have been made to think that what I do, the kind of art that I make, for better or for one reason or other, just does not count when people talk about art. And I think part of it is the commercial nature of it. I get to be ideas guy. Like, because of the commercial nature of the art that I do. I figure like people would lump it into the same category as like the fucking corporate, like Allegria art bullshit that we all hate. And nobody would care to watch me make logos. I should take a drink. Thank you for that, Bunky. But I really like that you have, not just, tolerated it. Because I know there are those games that your favorite streamers play, or the streams that they do that you're like, oh, not really here for this, but you're entertaining, so I'm going to stick around. Oh, piss. I've fucked it. I've fucked it right up. Oh, I fucked that up a long time ago, Christ. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the corporate sort of nature of this kind of work. I was never sure that people would be into watching it. So I'm glad you are. Like, long story short, I'm glad you're into watching this. because I really enjoyed doing it, and I think it's actually like been good for my. It keeps me in practice, and it is doing what I'm good at for fun, and not for work. Like, if the only time I ever Adult is less sadder, there's so much that sucks now. Yeah, like there is so much of it that sucks now. I say part of the reason I started doing this was I was like, a small part of me was like really annoyed at like streamers, like VTubers particularly, but streamers in general, just sort of like not really understanding what logos are. And that sounds ridiculous to say out loud, but like not just sort of like not like understanding the difference between like just logo and illustration. Just like not at all understanding that it is a different thing, and it is a whole different like set of skills. So like people will hire illustrators to design the logos, and it won't be good. It'll be a lovely illustration, don't get me wrong, it'll be a fantastic illustration, but it will not be a logo. It will not be a good logo. So this is our way simplified down. This is our simplified down version of the logo. I'm really quite happy with how this has come out. I must say. What if we do what I always do and just start rounding off some random corners? Now it looks like it's sexy. What if we just sexed it up a bit? You know? Fun game. Round off a bunch of corners so it looks like it's opening its bathrobe for you. Now it's sexy. Now it's cunty buildings. Ugh. I was watching because I was well and truly stuck for what to watch on YouTube. I was watching an M&J TV video about Pokemon memes because I'm such a cultured individual, and he was trying in his very family friendliest way to describe the phenomenon that is Cunty Red Rock with a handbag. And not only could he not say cunty, not only could he not say cunty, he also basically couldn't play any. I'm just going to reposition the circle this opens. Couldn't play any of the clips talking about Cunty Red Rock with a handbag because they all had swearing in them. They were all fucking... It was just so funny trying to watch him try and talk about Cunty Red Rock with a handbag without being able to say cunty or, you know, anything of that oeuvre. Majima Construction would not make sexed up shit, because for all of his like being king of the night, he's kind of an asexual being, and that doesn't mean that I think he is asexual. He doesn't get very sexy. I do kind of like the rounded off corners though, I'm not gonna lie. We do need to simplify these shapes for realsies. I do kind of vibe with the... Okay, let me justify. It's Cabaret Grand style, isn't it? There, now I'm back. I'm back in. Back in. Back in on justifying my random rounded corners. Just got to delete some paths, bear with. Not paths, got to delete some anchors. Because these anchors are completely superfluous. What? What are you doing? Scoozy? Scoozy? Why are you like that? That's not very cunty red with a handbag of you. When I first discovered Country Red Rock with a handbag, I'll be honest, I didn't like it. But the more I look at it, the more this is a really funny meme, and I couldn't even tell you why. It's also just fun to say. Like, have I taken that rounded corner maybe a little bit too far? I left for a bit to take care of writing the worst kind of email. I'm an idiot. Please don't think me. Don't hold it against me. Come back to Majima does. Majima doesn't fuck. That's what I'm saying. Majima doesn't fuck. And what we've done, we've taken the Majima crest, flipped it upside, and made it 3 buildings. Wasn't part of Majima's job at one point, like rating outfits of hostesses or something. Magic Construction is making. Is that we're making buildings? I'm not elaborating. No. I get it. I 100% get it. I'm going on to final idea. I'm really happy with this as a final idea. Maybe I've taken the corners a bit too far. Maybe I've taken the corners a wee bit too far, but I do think there's room for some sexy rounded corners. You know how I just love a sexy rounded corner for no reason. I do think just a little bit. It does give it an up. Majima fucks exactly once per year. Majima fucks like, but in a special Majima way, where it's as if these cunts are emerging from the ground. I would like that as a quote, please. No, not reply. Stop just writing reply. I clicked reply quote. I would like that one, please. Thank you. Majima fucks Kiryu exclusively. Yes. Majima fucks Kiryu, but like not like in a they get into a bed and put their dicks in each other's butts and stuff. They are like, they have like fight sex. They are the fight boyfriends, as old school fans of the channel will know. They are the fight boyfriends. They will just like fight, and then they'll get hot and sweaty while they're fighting, so they'll take off their clothes so they can fight more efficiently. And then all of a sudden one will be inside the other. That's how that works. Like, they don't plan it. They don't plan the thing. It just sort of happens. Fuck off with your spare point. Eat a dick. At least that's how it happens. That's how it happens in the fanfic that I read. Kiryu unplanned M preg. Excuse me? Kiryu Mpreg. Kiryu Unplanned Mpreg. What a set of words. Truly. Do we dare put another set of rounded corners? Do I dare continue arbitrarily rounding corners because I think it looks nice? That looks really fucking sexy though, doesn't it? Oh, that looks really sexy. That looks really fucking... That looks gorgeous, that does. Very cunty. Majima Construction, we make cunty buildings. Bring in some of the gold from the old color scheme. But you managed to make a logo that's both yonic and phallic, which is very transgender. It is both of those things. It does look like a penis and a vagina simultaneously. So let's duplicate that and let's offset that by, let's say 30. And now let's type on a path. Why? Why are you like this type on a path? Can't you just be normal type on a path? Can't you just be normal type on a path? All we want is you over here. What a wonderful shape. Exactly. Right. First off, we have to start with the Yakuza font. We have to start with the Yakuza font first. Which is the correct answer, clearly. I usually don't like it when the type on a path curves this much. I kind of dig it with these. We're not gonna leave it in the Yakuza font, don't worry. Let's try. That's too tall. That's too small. It also needs to be all caps. Majima doesn't fiddly fart around with lowercase letters. Goodbye, Yakuza font construction. Yakuza font. There's one of the gyms near where I live. All of it's like it for some reason they use the Yakuza font for all of their like brochures that they send out. With all of their like the classes and schedules and things. So my mother-in-law was part of the gym for a bit, and it was like just like hung up on the corkboard. And I just my brother-in-law's really into Yakuza, and he still lives at home. And I just went, hey, look, pointed to the thing, went Yakuza font. And that was the first time I pointed out Yakuza font to him. I have ruined this poor boy. Because now he sees Yakuza font everywhere. He's joined us in Yakuza font spotting. Because it's everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. And like I would rather, like, if you're going to have something that you want to be vaguely Eastern themed, I would much rather you use Yakuza font than using a Chop Suey font. Font spotting is my favorite point, sorry. One of the things that Zach will complain about is living with a designer. You learn what bad kerning is real fast. You learn what bad leading is real fast, and it ruins your life. Like, it's gotten to the point where he will point out bad kerning to me. I don't need to point it out to him anymore. He will now point it out to me. And I go, yeah, that's, you could park a bus in that. That's so bad. That's my favorite thing to say about bad kerning is you could park a bus in that. I will find a good font for this. That's such a bad font for curve typing. Honestly, having any amount of design knowledge is life. Yes, it is. Any type of design knowledge, fully life ruining. And if the upside is, I'll be honest, there's very little upside. The upside is you can make a good logo, and sometimes somebody will pay you to do it. See, this is the kind of bullshit that I don't like. I don't know why I have this font installed. This kind of bullshit chop suey font that just is English looking like Japanese letters. It's the worst. If you're gonna try and go for a China, Japan, Korea kind of vibe, go for Yakuza font over using a chop suey font. Chop suey fonts get in the fucking bin. It's okay. I'll tell you why it's red sci-fi. Because in the 90s there was this, like in the 90s, like sci-fi was Japanese. That's why there's I think it's like Blade Runner. There's a lot of weird Japanese iconography. Casey Explosion had a really good Twitter thread on it. If we asked her nicely, she might remake it on Blue Sky. But like when sci-fi was emerging, as a film genre, America was really fetishizing the East. It's because a lot of weird mix of curves and corners. Sci-fi does love a curve and a corner combined. But yeah, there is a weird amount of like Asian-inspired stuff in cyberpunk and sci-fi settings. Again, because when it was emerging as a genre, there was this fetishization of Asia happening. Again, like Case Explosion's had a really good thread on Twitter about it. Emerging because H2O's never sold a book when alive. Like as a film genre, I said as a visual medium. I kind of like that. It's simple, it's to the point, but there's still an element of playful to it. There's still like a bit of playful about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's... Right, I need to make some... group up some stuff. Let's group up all of these into a nice tasty group. It's groups within groups. Nested groups is where it's at. I can need my eyes tested when I look at the N. What's wrong with the N? Is it the points? The points on the ends you're not a fan of? This ooh. Ooh, what that doing? What that doing on the S? Why is that point straying like that? The points do make the weighting a bit weird. But I don't know. It's odd. Like I kind of dig the I kind of dig it in that it is weird. Nothing. Okay, yeah. Nothing else does have an uneven baseline. You are correct. And I don't like that S. Now that I've seen that stray point in the S, and combined with if you all think the N is a bit weird, we can veto it. Move on to something else. I do have a fonts like this font button. If it can find them. If you can find any. I'm not sure. I don't know if that only works with Adobe fonts or if it works with other fonts. I first I thought it was a good pick. It was a good pick. But we can it's not an uncommon vibe. Is that too much? Is that too much? I think that might be too much. It might be it's the... Okay, so zooming in, those are straight lines. I thought they were bowed a bit. Which would contrast poorly against the... It is a bit too broad, but honestly, part of me digs it. It's called Pieple? Pieple? It is quite construction coded. It's called Pie. That's what it's called. That makes more sense. How... Okay. I honestly think this PIE. I think this is a banger. I think we've hit banger. I think we've hit banger status. Look at this. It's simple. It's simple, it's to the point, it looks cool. I think it looks cool because it's got this looming building thing. It's a little bit sexy, it's a little bit curvy. Letters are very well spaced. There's no wonky ass. I'm gonna go into colors. Because this is our boy. I am so pleased with this. And it's unmistakably Majima, you know? Need to move this over here. It's unmistakably Majima. So we've got, for our colors, we've got this lovely gold. We've got the lovely gold and the green. We could try this suggested orange, which might turn out... No, I just want this one shape, please. Gold or orange? Gold or orange? Yeah. We're gonna make an all green version for the hat story. The gold or the orange? I kind of prefer the gold. One for the gold, one for the orange. The gold's a bit flat. The orange pops more. The gold is more Majima. The yellow looks a bit sickly. Gold it is. It's gore old. Got orange it is. And then we also have the backup colors. We also have this nice purple. In case anyone wants a purple, which is going to be our sort of like our accent color. Which is that nice purple. We need a... So there's our all green version for the hard hats. The hard hats will actually not have the text as well. Goro orange, Gorange, exactly. You get it. It's Gorange. But yeah, I think the construction hats will not have text. They'll literally just be the glyph. I also want to see what it would look like with can I take this text away? MAJIMA construction. I need to squish that up. That text is way too floaty. And then let's grow that to be bigger and then shrink it back down. I'd wear a shirt with that on it. That's the plan. That's when you know you've got a hit. When someone's like, I will wear that logo on a shirt. Let's... Loki need a magic construction set in my life. You can, like, on like Redbubble and stuff, you can get a... Like this is a shirt design that I've stolen. However, if you wanted this specific, that would be a real weird niche shirt to own. If you wanted this specific logo on a shirt, that's a weird... You'd have to explain that to people. But I would be down for it. A weird need. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like the Dondoko Island shirts is also exactly that. That's why I stopped talking. I also have weird niche shirts, like my shirt that just says "fuck the Tories," or I've got a shirt that has like international sign language for ACAB on it. That's a really fun one to explain to people. Every time I get asked about it, I say it's a different word. I say, oh, it's international sign language for... If they're cool, I'll say ACAB. If they're not cool, I'll just make up a word. Sometimes it's hope. Sometimes it's love. Sometimes it's Eden. Sometimes it's my name. I have a Western style dress shirt with a bunch of little cow. That sounds so cool. We're talking about colours. Let's talk about colours. We're meant to be doing colours. We're in the colours phase, not the variants phase. Get out your own head. So we've got that as the bulk colour, and that goes top of the artboard to the bottom of the artboard, please. Top to, there we go. But yeah, if you did want, like, I'm always hesitant to start to like make merch of the channel, because I'm like, does anybody want this? Does anybody want this? This song is very Minecraft coded. I'm always like, does anybody want this? But if there is, like, if you do want some like Wheel of Logos stream merch, I will make it. Far be it from me to take away your ability to give me money. And, you know, I get to send you cool shit. There are two things you will never... Well, there's one thing you will never catch me selling, and that is one of the... I think it's Waifu Wares. A company I discovered exists that, like... It's like the G Fuel thing where you get your own flavor, but you don't get your own flavor. You just sell protein shakers with your VTuber on them. And well, that sure is something. You know? That sure is something. I'm going to have, for our last colour, for our 10% accent, I'm going to have this nice purple. So I quite like the purple. But yeah, you'll never see me shilling Waifu Wares shit. And you'll also never see me shilling G Fuel or any of the gamer sups or whatever. I'll never have my own gamer sups flavour. Woe is me. What is this thing? Why is that floating around? Go to you. Need to replace my old school shirts. I was trying to get myself silly knee shirts. I need shirts that people ask me questions about. I'm happy to provide you with shirts that people will ask you about. Okay. We need our neutrals. So let's grab a copy of this. Let's grab just a copy of this. First easiest thing to do would be to just go really dark green. Really dark green does look pretty sexy, not gonna lie. And then we can pull that all the way up. Also, I do like when Sassy comes back and likes what we did, because it always means a lot to get the approval of another working designer. Dark green, one of the sexiest colors. I'm prone to a dark red. I love a dark red. I do enjoy a dark red. That's why I dyed my hair that color and based my entire personality around that color. Well, I say that's why I dyed my hair that color. I didn't actually dye my hair this color on purpose, you know. This was an accident. Me having the iconic red hair that I have now is an accident. I was trying to dye it purple, and instead it came out this. I dyed my hair. I was trying to dye it purple, and it came out this like dark red, and I'm like, well, I don't hate this, but I am annoyed because it's not what I ordered. You know, it's like if you dark red is also a good color, but for sex colors, it is on the nose. Like it's like if I ordered a brownie and you bought me a really good cheesecake. It's like I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna enjoy it, but it's not what I ordered. I never did dye my hair purple. To this day, sometimes I think, should I try dyeing my hair purple? And then I think, nah, because red is my staple. Red is my color now. If you're getting a Harry Potter advert in the ad break, you can report the ads if you do not think they should be on this channel. I, of course, unfortunately, have no. I'll say this again once the ad break's over. But I unfortunately have no power to pick what my ads are. But you can report the ads. I don't know how, but you can report the ads. But yeah, purple used to be my favorite color. Purple used to be like my thing. But in time, I was like, I think I'm more of a red bitch now. And you know, I was more of a red bitch. Let's center that. Put one to this side, which is the purple. No, I didn't want that color. I wanted this color. Thank you. And now if I can make those all equidistant, please and thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I'm right happy with how this has come out. I'm right happy with this. Like I think this has come out so good. I think this has come out so good. I'm happy to call it double there. 138.06. Look at that. Look at that though. I'm so pleased with this. Everyone, welcome back from the ads. Saving. There is an M in the badge. There's an M. There's the Majima crest but upside down. It's so good. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. For those of you that just came back from the ads, if you saw an ad that you did not like, you can report the ads to Twitch. I'm unsure of the process, but next time you get the ad, I believe you can report the ad. But also, fuck Twitch, fuck Harry Potter ads. Bastard things. But yeah, here's Majima Construction. They build shit. I'm saving it. I'm saving it again. I'm saving it a third time. And if people genuinely do want this on a t-shirt, I will sell it. I'm thinking maybe we have the badge on the front, the full logo on the back, or like we just have that on the front and full logo on the back. I don't know, or maybe just full logo on the front. I don't know. We'll think about it. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that's turned out. Let's go back over here. Accordion Brum. So, thanks for coming and hanging out. What time did we get? What time did we get on that one? It was 1:38:06, which is pretty good, I gotta say. Pretty good. So join me in a couple of days' time where we will be playing. We won't be playing. Join me on Saturday for Wrestling is Silly. We're doing wrestling. You don't want to miss Wrestling is Silly on Saturday. It's going to be an absolute fucking banger stream. We've got a world Twitch title match. We've got there's some big news heating up in the World Unified Title Division. That's going to be emerging next week on Saturday. You don't want to miss Wrestling is Silly on Saturday. And then of course, we're right on the tail end of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth on Monday, and more of this every Wednesday. If you do like me talking about design and you like hearing my thoughts on design and stuff, I do have a newsletter, edenmw.com/sign up. I'll drop a link to that in chat. It's completely free. It's once a week-ish. If you just want to hear my thoughts, my opinions, my expertise on design, go. You can unsubscribe if you don't like it. Or just let it rot in your spam. But if you do like hearing me talk shit, there's your place to do it. I think we should do a raid into somebody. I've got so much shit to plug. If you want me to plug more shit, again, the big ones: Wrestling is Silly on Saturday. Newsletter is free. Follow my Ko-fi if you want to support me. Kofi.com/Queer Buccaneer. You can buy stuff. You can buy merch. You can join my monthly membership programs, which get you exclusive merch. You can. I have a VODs channel, youtube.com/@QueerBuccaneer Twitch. So much shit. I do so much stuff. On my Ko-fi is also a full-length magic show that you can buy that's really fucking good. You should buy that. It's $5 for an hour. It's really good. Let's go and raid. That's enough plugging. That's enough plugging. Let's go and raid. I gotta say, I'm following a lot of people, and sometimes I don't recognize who they are. But there's a channel called Higher Pixel that's doing some art, and that's a fun name. So maybe we raid into Higher Pixel. They seem to be making a Twitch overlay thing. That looks really cool. That's really cool. Let's go right into them. So go say hello to Higher Pixel. There's your raid message if you're not there already. If you're not a subscriber, use whatever emotes you want. Just make sure that raid message is in the chat. And yeah, join the Discord if you're not already. And one last thing to plug, nerdyqueer.com is where you can get the best, gayest, and geekiest stuff. We make NFC Twitch keyrings now that automatically go to your Twitch channel. They're really fucking cool. We're making more candles soon, and you can get a Majima crest pin or a Tojo clan pin that's also a pride flag. But all you need to do really is take care of yourselves, love yourselves, have some hope today. And Buccaneer Buckafar with the book you are. I hope you're having a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one, and love you, bye. NFC, not NFT.